Welcome to lesson 32. The rules of the race will change starting with this lesson. The location is once again Tsukuba circuit. There will be 3 cars ahead of you. See how many you can pass in one lap, with one very strict condition. You are not allowed to make contact. Sounds difficult? Just remember all you've learned in the lesson so far and keep calm. You need to have definite plans in mind for overtaking the opponent cars. For example, which car on which bend, as potential overtaking points are limited. If you fail to overtake, you'll be hard-pressed to recover your time. Once you make the decision to overtake, you must be confident in your approach. At the same time, you need to avoid any contact with your opponents, so as you overtake, watch their movements closely. When you're going for the inside before a bend, it's important to position yourself alongside your opponent whilst braking. If you move to the inside just before the clipping point, before letting your opponent know you're there, you will make contact and be disqualified instantly. First place will give you a gold trophy, second place silver, and third place will result in a bronze. Don't worry, while this seems difficult at first, you'll soon make good progress. Best of luck. Welcome to lesson 33. The rules for this lesson are the same as for lesson 32. This time you're on the Fuji International Speedway again with 3 cars ahead. See how far you can work your way up in one lap. The same tough rule applies this time round. If you make contact, you're out. You'll be driving a racing machine rather than a training car, so the average speed is overwhelmingly faster. This is a high-speed circuit, so take full advantage of it. Be warned that there are more complex corners here than on the Tsukuba circuit. Let the other driver know you're there before you slip into the inside on a pass. If you make contact or another car makes contact with you, you'll be disqualified. Pass all 3 cars for the gold, 2 for the silver and 1 for the bronze. Give it your all right up to the checkered flag. Now, best of luck with the lesson. Welcome to lesson 34. You've now successfully overtaken 3 cars on both the Tsukuba and Fuji international circuits. Now, for the last stage, let's try it on the streets of New York City. Again, you have only 1 lap, and making contact with your opponent's car is out of the question. If you remember, you practiced overtaking on this course in lesson 31. Well, now there are 3 rivals instead of 1, but the basic rules are the same as ever. Keep cool and try your best. This time, since you're in a race car rather than a training car, you'll notice the significantly improved braking performance. As a result, on the corners you can wait a bit longer before you start braking. Check where the new braking points are for each of the corners. The maximum speed on the straights is determined by your exit speed from the previous corner. While cornering, it's tempting to concentrate on the braking, but your speed on the straight will make the difference between victory and failure. So make sure you achieve a high exit speed. This is the perfect time to make use of the line that emphasises your exit speed as you've practiced several times before. As with your previous race, you'll be judged based on your ranking. First place takes a gold trophy, second place a silver, and third place a bronze. Good luck with the lesson. Welcome to lesson 35. Now that you've reached the last in the series of hands-on race lessons, let's see what you can do in a full-on race. The race will take place at the Fuji International Speedway. You'll start in last place as the 6th car with 10 laps remaining. See how many rival cars you can pass. You have 10 laps, which means you'll have plenty of passing opportunities, so take your time and knock off the cars one at a time. On the final straight, make full use of the slipstream. If you can't get a following car off your back, block it by taking a clean line. Always keep an eye in your rearview mirror. Go for the gold by making use of all the techniques you've accumulated so far. The trophies will be awarded in the usual manner, with the winner receiving the gold, second place a silver, and third place bronze. Coming in fourth place or below will fail. Best of luck with the lesson.